decide the winner, and it is for the Animated Wrestling League's Canadian National Championship. Welcome to the Battle Zone. This is the Animated Wrestling League Strong and Free, episode 25, quarter way to a century, and this is an almost all championship match edition of the Animated Wrestling League. We begin right here in Canada in the GTA, the Greater Toronto Area, with our Canadian National Championship, and one of the wrestlers that the reigning champion did not defeat in the six-way scramble match to gain the title in the first place, gets her shot at revenge and redemption. It's going to be a classic rivalry, canine on feline violence, as Wild Thing takes the ring representing Monster Union, with of course the Manipulator by her side in her corner. However, on a night that could be the biggest night in the history of the Unified School of the Tiger style, not one but two titles on the line for this faction, including right here, right now. Go, go, Tiger, go, go, Tigress. It's the reigning and defending Canadian National Champion, Spring Tiger. And of course, she's got to be thinking about tonight's main event, where Black Tiger Justice will attempt to become the AWL Grand Champion. He has waited in the wings for months with his #1 contendership, his #1 rank in the AWL Best 4, safe and secure as two other challengers have cashed in contenders titles in order to go after Project Tetsu 3.0. But tonight, the true #1 contender, Black Tiger Justice, makes his challenge. But first and foremost, Spring Tiger has to defend the other belt in the division. In her division, I should say. By the end of the night, the Tigers could control the main titles, could control titles in both the men's and women's division. It could certainly happen tonight here on the Animated Wrestling League. We also have the main season debut, the main roster debut of Amy Wade, and for the first time in a generation, a Dragon Star Championship match. No, you did not hear that wrong. But we'll get to that when we get to it. Right now, it's all about that. Our youngest title in the AWL, the Canadian National Championship. We now go to ringside for the official introductions. Introducing first the challenger, fighting out of Transylvania, representing Monster Union, Wild Thing. And her opponent, she is the reigning and defending Animated Wrestling League Canadian National Champion, fighting out of the Unified School of the Tiger style tonight, making her first title defense, Spring Tiger! This is an officially sanctioned Canadian National Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League, AWL Commissioner presiding. At the sound of the bell, AWL official Louis Marganush in charge. And that beautiful Canadian Championship belt that our debuting wrestler, Amy Wade, has already said she's got her sights set on. But right now, this is cat versus dog, tigress versus wolf. 30 minutes on the clock. Rules for the women are the same as the men. 30-minute time limits in title matches here in the AWL to minimize the possibility of a time limit draw. Collar and elbow tie-ups to start us off as Wild Thing asserts her physical dominance, bringing Wild Thing bringing Spring Tiger, I should say, back in the hard way. Of course, it behooves Wild Thing to keep the match inside the ring. You cannot win or lose the title outside of it. The title only change hands on pinfall, submission, or knockout in the ring. And a kick to the face, and Wild Thing just shrugs it off like it means absolutely nothing. Over the top rope and down. Spring Tiger sends her opponent, Spring Tiger, retaining the high ground. And wait a minute, having to be stopped by the official, saying, no, you got to give her a chance to stand up. Since when is that a rule? I don't know. Irish whip into the corner, into the barricade. Those metal bike racks that apparently have glitchy LEDs in them, I guess is how that works. We're only a minute in now. We've already spilled to the outside. We expected this between the natural enemies, the Tiger Mask and the Werewolf. Going up, powerbomb possibility. Spring Tiger trying to fight her way out of it. Shots to the head, shots about the ears, boxing her about the snout. Knee to the midsection as Spring Tiger tries to make the comeback here. In the first of possibly 5 title defenses, the Canadian National Championship is a contender's title. 5 successful defenses and you cash in for an automatic shot against the champion of your division. Spring Tiger may have been thinking something stupid there, but once again, this time Wild Thing able to hang on. Going for the beats of the Bauern. Hard shots, everything she's got, but just the size differential. I don't think these shots are doing a whole lot of damage, but they do cause Wild Thing to lose her balance. And once again, we're back to the outside. The referee restarts the 20 count, as we always have here in the AWL. AWL rules in effect. Sliding knee right to the face. That's going to do a lot more damage than a couple of fairly weak, slaps to the chest. And now Wild Thing in trouble as Spring Tiger takes control, goes for the joint manipulation, something she's becoming increasingly famous for here in the Animated Wrestling League. Her skill with the manipulation of the human body, or the werewolf body in this case. Of course, Wild Thing, a member of Monster Union, the stable of yokai, monsters, and all sorts of supernatural creatures assembled from across the multiverse by the manipulator. Big lariat taking the opponent down on the outside. Of course, you see the actual concrete on the other side of the crowd barricade there. That's what this floor is made of. Those mats are only about an inch thick, and they're there for cosmetic purposes and to make sure the ring and the stairs and everything else don't scratch up the floor, so we don't get in trouble with the people who actually own the building. Power slam position, she hits it. And, knee right across the face. Wild Thing not wearing the regulation knee pads. I'll try to get her to wear anything. Collar and elbow tie up. Attempted a super kick, I think, got some of it. Face first goes Spring Tiger. With a couple of hard shots, maybe going for a Tiger suplex. But Wild Thing had it scouted, as much as Wild Thing is capable of scouting anything. Not known for her brains as Wild Thing, but that's why the manipulator's here. Discus punch from a fireman's carry position, and once again, grabbing the right front paw of Wild Thing. She's going to manipulate that into a hammerlock, lock that in with her knee, pull the other arm, try to hyperextend the shoulders, and twist on the back of the wrist as well. That's considered large joint manipulation. That's completely legal. Kamigoye! Toragoye, trying to surpass the Tiger. Collar and elbow, going over the top rope, down to the, not down to the floor. Wild Thing retained, Nice spin kick from the champion, sliding her way back out. This seems to be the strategy. Do damage on the outside and then try to get Wild Thing back into the ring for the pin, or possibly even to retain on a ring out. And this is one way to counteract the power advantage of a creature like Wild Thing. Nice leg sweep by the champion. Keep the opponent off her feet as much as possible. That's good strategy. A big night for the Tigers. You notice that the other Tigers are not here at ringside. That's because they're preparing for the main event for the Grand Championship. But Spring Tiger, as a champion herself, she has responsibility. She must defend the title when booked to. I'm sure she'd rather be back in the locker room, working strategy with the kids, with the Cubs, with the boys, with the Tiger brothers over the Grand Championship main event. And a steel chair. 5 minutes in now, a steel chair slipped into the ring by the manipulator. The camera caught it. I don't think the referee did. Headbutt, that'll be a fine. And now slamming her opponent on the mat like she's a basketball. And again, those knees right to the head. But that, swing and a miss that time. Spring Tiger able to recover long enough, have the wherewithal to get out there. Goes for essentially a high leg lariat. That's not a super kick. I called it a super kick earlier. That was wrong. Face first into the canvas and into the cover. 1, 2, 3. No! Wild Thing able to get off of the mat before that final and fatal 3 count can be registered. Spring Tiger cannot afford to waste time here. She's got the opportunity. She's got her opponent up. It's not a GTS. It's a STG Spring Tiger Giri for the knockout, the win, and the title retention. Let's take a quick look at that. Face first into the ring, but check this out. Spring Tiger Giri, STG for the win.
Divisional winner, and still Animated Wrestling League Canadian National Champion, Spring Tiger.
Is this perhaps an omen, a portent of the future? Wait a minute. All right, Spring Tiger, a bit of sportsmanship here, welcoming the challenge from our newest wrestler, who's already said she wants the Canadian national title. And we will see that new wrestler make her regular season main roster debut right now.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall in the Joshi division. Introducing first, making her way to the ring from Guadalajara, Mexico, the Jewel of Lucha Libre, Joya.
Joya enters this match with a perfectly balanced record in the AWL, 19 wins, 19 losses. This is our one non-title match of the evening, and Joya looking to move up in the ranks of the Joshi division to potentially challenge for either the Canadian national title or for the Joshi Championship itself, currently held by Lupe Peligro, who will be defending it next week over in Japan. But right now, this is all about the debut of Toronto's own.
And her opponent, making her way to the ring from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and making her AWL regular season debut, Amy Wade.
Amy Wade, a star athlete for the University of Toronto, multi-sport athlete over her career, gymnastics, bodybuilding, boxing, all of it, before she found professional wrestling and before she signed up to the AWL dojo to learn our methods, to learn from Dragon, to learn from the coaching team down there. Recently graduating in her victory in the graduation match last week, she starts this match 0 wins, 0 losses in her AWL career. 10 minutes on the clock. Our first and only non-title match tonight. Race lock goes for a German suplex, but a Pele kick. Joya flying around, but we've seen Amy Wade face high flyers before. In fact, the only thing we've seen her do is face Kaminari Hime, who's back in the dojo, back training, back studying, hoping to get another opportunity at a graduation match. What do we have here? Oh. Joya's going to try to rely on her experience advantage. And she goes into a quick cover, hook of the leg, very good cover, but not enough to even get a 1 count over the very fresh Amy Wade. Joya taking maybe a little too much time here, going for the big shot. High rent district, high risk, high reward, high possibility. Oh, beautiful! Your Ultra Kanrana for the 1, 2. Okay, referee a little late on the count there, I think. That probably should have been at least a 2, as we're a minute in now, going up. Shinjidai Sunrise reversed into a power slam by Amy Wade. Face first, and that's another move we saw Spring Tiger pulling off earlier tonight. We know Amy Wade has Spring Tiger in her sights in the Canadian National Championship. 2. Deep 2 count. That would have been a sub 90-second win in her first match. That's a hell of a statement. I should point out right now. What is this? Going up to the top rope. We have not seen Amy Wade do this. Knee strike. Oh, and that's why we haven't seen Amy Wade go to the top rope before. She is not good at it. But she's good at the counter with the knees there. Hitting the knees up on the standing star press. Joya's going to start looking for the hit, and she hits it. The jewel cutter. Did not know she was about to do that. Jewel cutter by the Jewel of Lucha Libre, Joya. She's going to try to go for a cover. I think she waited a bit too long there, but 1, 2. Good 2 count. Now use this as a transition, possibly to either a second jewel cutter or the diamond flosion. I think she heard me. Oh no! Amy Wade goes down. Cover her now. Good striking combination. Oh, Phoenix splash! Standing star again, the knees up on the standing star. Maybe Joya going to the well a few too many times on these spectacular high-flying lucha libre-style maneuvers. An attempt to maybe go over the top. What do we have here? Irish whip off the ropes. Rolls through. Rolls under. Head scissors. Joya showing off what a luchadora can do inside that 20 by 20 foot ring. Less than 7 minutes now. Cover for the 1, 2. A beautiful combination by Joya, only getting a 2 count on the rookie, on the debuting Amy Wade. Block of the punch. And this is, I think, the problem. You don't want to get into a striking game. And she can... I did not know she could do that. Amy Wade with a springboard moonsault off of the white rope. And now going for the power, the knee to the face off of the suplex. We saw her in her graduation match also use the Spring Tiger Giri, the STG. The inverted GTS is the STG. And now the same joint manipulation as Spring Tiger. Exact same sequence as Spring Tiger. But there's a swing and a miss, and that could, going for the knees, going for the legs, and this is where Joya has the advantage, that Yave style of submission wrestling. I don't think we've seen Amy Wade do much in the submission game here in her very brief career. We've only seen, it's only the second match we've seen of her. But we do know she's got a vicious kick, and the referee calls that a knockout. Joya not responding, not able to defend herself. Referee has to make the call. Let's...
Here is your winner, Amy Wade.
And the locals very happy to see one of their own. Reiterating her desires, reiterating her mission statement, Amy Wade. Well, Spring Tiger has already said, I look forward to your challenge, but words demand actions. This, the first victory in the career of Toronto's own, Amy Wade. For the first time in nearly 30 years, the Dragon Star.
Dragon Star Championship. Tanaka Kenichi, key symbol, THUGLIFE. Donovan Danhausen, key symbol. Very nice, very evil.
There hasn't been a Dragon Star Championship match since 1997. And we're going to try and recreate the Dragon Star rules as close as we can. That means the first person to knock their opponent out of the ring with both feet touching the floor will be considered the Dragon Star champion. If a wrestler leaves the ring but does not fall to the floor, that is considered a violation, and the AWL commissioner will send in an AWL trainee to mix it up with the wrestlers and make the match a lot more difficult. The only way to win is to be the last man standing, your opponent, and all trainees have to be eliminated from the ring. Have to be knocked out of the ring and down to the floor. He found the Dragon Star in the garbage and hot glued it to a belt. The evil Jaquito faction, stealing the Dragon Star back in the late 90s, killing all that is good and pure about the martial arts. And this man, in order to be a champion, because he couldn't earn a damn belt on his own, found one. Now he claims that makes him immune from Botsamania, from the career-threatening match at the end of each season. I don't think it does. But if he can retain the Dragon Star tonight against Danhausen, the man who beat him fair and square, one-on-one, 1-2-3 in the middle of the ring, it's a non-zero possibility here, actually. There you see it, the Dragon Star, once the personification of all that is good and pure about the martial arts. And for the first time in decades, it's a Dragon Star Championship match. No time limit, they fight until there's a winner.
Dragon Star match, begin.
Both competitors are going to be looking for the physical advantage here. Remember, you're not going for a pinfall, you're not going for a submission. You're looking to eliminate your opponent by throwing them over the top rope and down to the floor, but you have to make sure they aren't able to save themselves, because if they do, that's a violation. And a trainee enters the bout to make things a little more interesting, and things can get very crowded. A stunner by Danhausen, using his full name for his Masters entrance and announcement. Donovan Danhausen, key symbol, very nice, very evil. Not the weirdest key symbol there's ever been. Tanaka Kenichi, key symbol, THUGLIFE. As they quest for the Dragon Star. Backdrop driver by very nice, very evil. Oh, and a hard knee strike, showing some actual martial arts prowess. And THUGLIFE with very little he could do to answer here. Bell clap, he's up against the ropes. He's on the ropes. Very nice, very evil, looking to win the match. And he does! Knocks his opponent right off of the platform. I'm sorry we couldn't make it spin. But let's take a look at that elimination one more time. THUGLIFE with no defense.
For centuries, the Dragon Star has stood for all that is good and pure about the martial arts. On this day, one man, Donovan Danhausen, key symbol, very nice, very evil, has earned the right to call himself the world's greatest martial artist, Dragon Star champion, Danhausen.
90s kids are gonna crucify me for this. After over 4 months as #1 contender, finally Black Tiger Justice has his date with destiny against Project Tetsu of the Augments.
The following contest is your main event of the evening, scheduled for 1 fall, 1 submission or a knockout to decide the winner. And it is for the Animated Wrestling League Grand Championship.
And the team is all together tonight by virtue, and this is an order from the AWL Commissioner, by virtue of winning the mixed tag team match last week, Black Tiger Justice can have his team in his corner, whereas Project Tetsu 3.0 must go it alone. Dr. Jigoku and the rest of the Augments will not be at ringside. August 14th, 2022, Black Tiger Justice became #1 contender when Project Tetsu defeated Shenron, the Spirit Dragon, in his second title defense. We are now up to title defense number 6. And that's been including 2 contenders title challengers. The Intercontinental Championship and the Canadian National Championship have been cashed in unsuccessfully. Those challengers got to choose their stipulations. This is a good old-fashioned one-on-one professional wrestling match. Project Tetsu, no stranger to fighting alone. He's defended the title over on AWL Strong, over on AWL Hontai in Japan, where he's had to do it alone. This is the first time he's had to go solo in AWL Strong and Free. The flair for the dramatic that we often associate with Dr. Jigoku and the Augments, no stranger that, here in the AWL. There you see the Grand Championship around the waist of this monster, the final boss of the AWL. Can Black Tiger Justice overcome the odds, bring glory to the name of Black Tiger, as has been his goal ever since donning the mask? We're going to find out in less than half an hour. Brand new design of the Grand Championship for this season.
Introducing first the challenger, fighting under the unified School of the Tiger style, accompanied by Tiger Mask 3 and Spring Tiger. He is the #1 contender in the AWL Best 4, Black Tiger Justice. And his opponent, he is the reigning and defending Animated Wrestling League Grand Champion, tonight making his 6th title defense, fighting under the laboratory, representing the Augments, Project Tetsu 3.0. This is an officially sanctioned Grand Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League, AWL Commissioner presiding. The sound of the bell, AWL official Marcus Babaganoush in charge.
And there you see it, the richest prize in all of animated wrestling. The Grand Championship on the line, Tiger versus Robot. 30 minutes on the clock, bang a gong, we are on, and it's off. Hard shot to start us off. Almost an attempt to immediately move into a Tetsu driver perhaps, but a double trapezius claw with, and I mean claw, with the spiked fingers of Project Tetsu 3.0. That's going to dig into the flesh. That's going to cause bleeding. That's going to do serious damage to the arms and the upper body of Black Tiger Justice, who in the opening seconds of the match has been completely dominated. The referee going to try and call for a break here in the ropes. He's not going to get it. And what are you going to do? Disqualify the champion? He'd retain the title in that case. And finally, some actual offense from the challenger. He's just getting shoved back. He's got nothing right now. Black Tiger Justice got a lot further in this year's New Year's tournament than anyone expected him to. He's one of the top wrestlers in the Animated Wrestling League, as a matter of fact. Black Tiger Justice, if we take a look at his win-loss record, 44-27, ratio of +17, and that's why physics-defying Hurricane Rana, but Project Tetsu, 83-54, boom, 450 splash, right on the chest of the champion. The AWL Grand Champion, ratio of +29 in his AWL career, and a significant experience advantage. Project Tetsu was originally a trainee at the AWL dojo. He washed out, and there's the lariat taking him up and over, and BTJ, Black Tiger Justice, is going to try to fly, but no! A treacherous Judas effect inside the ring. That's one way to block a tope suicida. Get back in the ring before they can hit you with it. And the champion countering high-flying athleticism with pure raw power, now going for his signature submission hold. The Tetsu Kani, the Iron Crab. That cross-leg crab. Oh, good shift to the weight. Relieving the pressure on the lower back. Everyone thinks crabs target the quadriceps, and they can if you position them right, but they really go for the lower back. Spin kick into the corner, a couple of hard shots, gonna go for the inescapable Black Tiger Salt. Going up, Black Tiger Salt, you can't escape. And straight into the cover, perfect efficiency, 2. Half a second away from a new Grand Champion. He won that belt at Champions Week last season, AWL Strong and Free episode 10, 15 episodes, and a couple of pay-per-views ago, a couple of supercards ago, Project Tetsu won that belt. Over into the cover, 1, 2, and a quick, fun kick out by the challenger, but not able to get back to a vertical base without help from his opponent. Back elbow, goes for the kick, and doesn't knock his opponent off his feet through all of his body weight to that drop kick. It did nothing. Gonna go for the, wait a minute! Isatsuwaza, Black Tiger Buster! That's how he beat him! That's how he beat him in the mixed tag match last week! Black Tiger Buster! Do we have a new champion? 1, 2, damn it! We do not. But off of the top rope with the Tiger Salt, the Black Tiger Salt. They're not going to fight forever. I don't think Black Tiger Justice has it in him to fight forever against this guy. Tolkon is one thing, but the human body has its limits. And the challenger considering, do I go out there? There's no Dr. Jigoku. There's no Jigoku Destroy. There's no Project Titan. There's no Project Kaiju, it's just Tetsu. It's just the Dean of the Active Augments. Up. Oh, drops him like he means absolutely nothing. And to Dr. Jigoku, the mad scientist of professional wrestling, these mere humans in fact do mean absolutely nothing. They are inferior to his mechanical creations. The referee's count up to 5 as we are about to hit the first time call of the match, I believe. Project Tetsu trying to fight off the Canadian national champion Spring Tiger, successfully defending her belt in the opening match. Can we bring Golden Glory in multiple divisions to the Unified School of the Tiger style? I don't know. Black Tiger Justice lying in wait for his enemy. Kick to the midsection. He's Satsuwaza. Can he hit it this time? Black Tiger Buster! Black Tiger Buster. 1, 2, 3, no!
5 minutes have elapsed. 25 remain.
Come on, come on. Super kick! Doesn't take him off his feet. Into the corner. One last try for the inescapable Black Tiger Salt. If he can hit this, I think he's going to get it. He might. I don't know at this point. You can't escape. But the referee says it's over. We have a new champion. The monster has been defeated. The giant has been slain. Man has beaten machine in the Animated Wrestling League. The True North is once again strong and free of Project Tetsu and the Augments. Black Tiger Buster. See that from one more beautiful angle. Black Tiger Buster. And then the inescapable Black Tiger Salt for the victory.
Here's your winner, and the new Animated Wrestling League Grand Champion, Black Tiger Justice!
Thank you for watching. Please leave us a like, give us a subscribe, leave a comment, let me know you're out there. Next week, the hunt begins again for the Grand Championship. Korede, kimarida.